Consistency is the most overrated concept in fitness. And if you've been consistent for years and still don't look elite, this video is going to explain exactly why. So this is part 2 of my Shred Enforcement series, where I dismantle advice that is keeping men stuck and average. So I follow consistency religiously, training, schedule, tracking my calories, doing it all, right? But every time pressure came, it all collapsed, right? And that's when I realized consistency wasn't a problem. It was an enforcement problem I had. And if you were like me, I know that you're training on most days, you're eating clean, you miss occasionally, right? But what happens? Weekend comes about, social events, compromise, and it all starts again Monday. And the reason why is because consistency forgives relapses, but standards makes it non-negotiable. Okay, you hear all the time that you just need to be consistent, right? That's praise. The 80-20 rule, how many times have you heard that? Be flexible, be things in moderation. No, consistency teaches you that breaking the rules is normal, but standards teach you that rules are non-negotiable. If you're like me and have ambitions to be the top 1%, you cannot be consistent alone. You cannot rely on consistency. You have to have standards. If you want to stay average, this video is not really for you, okay? I'm talking to those who want to be the top 1%. We have to operate differently. So a bit about me, right? I've been in the gym for pretty much almost a decade, since I was 20, I'm 30 now, yeah. And I was consistent. I was disciplined. I did everything they told me to do, right? I tracked my calories, but I looked okay, decent. That's not good enough. If you know me, you know that I'm someone who needs to be the top 1%, who needs to be the best version of myself. And that's when it hit me. It's not consistency that was the issue. It was my identity wasn't where it needed to be. I wasn't able to enforce the standards I needed to have to get to that top 1% physique. And that's the problem. Nothing changed because nothing was enforced. Okay? Consistency is what you do when it's convenient. Standards are what you do when it's not. So if you're thinking to yourself, great, okay, how do I change? How do I see where I'm going wrong? I've created a game changer called the diagnostic audit. And one part of it shows you exactly where you're being inconsistent without consequences. So let me show you how it works. I want you to pause here. This is not information. This is a diagnosis. These are not trick questions. They're binary. Do your rules change based on mood? If the answer is yes, that's not discipline, that's negotiation. Do you make exceptions weekly? Because weekly exceptions don't stay small, they compound. Do social situations override physical goals? If they do, your environment is running your identity. Do you renegotiate standards under stress? Because pressure doesn't create weakness, it reveals it. If you answered yes to even one of these, discipline is not your problem. Your standards aren't enforced. This is why effort stops working at advanced levels. And this is exactly what my diagnostic is built to expose. Your body reflects the strictness of your rules, not the frequency of your effort. Let that sink in. If this sounds harsh, it's because you failed. Okay, you've been in a cycle. And the rules that you enforced are soft and they can never survive the pressure that is life. If you remember one thing from this video, remember this. And I'm actually going to get close for this so you can remember properly, right? Consistency creates average, but standards create elite. And if this video resonated for you, watch my next video where I discuss you don't actually lack discipline, you lack enforceable laws. And that's where the system begins. So I'll see you on the next video.